What's up, angels? Welcome back. So today we have another haul video. I tried to be good. I really did, but I was bad. I mean, is it really that bad though when this is something that is your passion and it's what you do? I don't think so. Do you think so? Let me know in the comments. So I'm curious. I want to hear from you guys. How are you? Tell me about your week, about your day. I'm going to silence my phone so we can spend some quality time together. So I want to know, what is your scent of the day? What are you wearing? What are you loving? I know that for a lot of you, you're in cooler climates. It's starting to finally freaking cool off where you are. It's still very, very hot here in Florida. Don't get me wrong. It's like melt your makeup off hot. I had to redo my makeup for this video, in fact. So it's not quite the season. Like, it's not the season yet for oud, but I will say I am enjoying more of my fall fragrances, and I'm definitely in the mood for fall. I'm in the mood for oud. I'm in the mood for fall. I am ready for it. Take me to the freaking Colorado mountains and leave me with all my oud. I'm ready to go. So I'm gonna show you guys what I got in the haul. This time, this is a Sephora haul, so this is a more affordable haul. It's a designer scent haul. So I do love my ultra expensive, ultra amazing niche perfumes, but I'm also, you know, I really do like some of my throwbacks, some of my designers, and I think we've talked about this in like past videos, is that actually my designer scents, I tend to reach for those more often, like more times than not, because sometimes when you go with super, super high end or super niche, it can be a little bit disturbing to other people's nose depending on what it is. So honestly, truthfully, I feel like designer scents are such a safe bet. They're usually a safe blind buy, they're a safe bet. If you are buying niche, reading reviews online, watching even these YouTubes isn't really the best way to go about buying. I usually typically always tell people do not blind buy niche fragrances, even though I totally do all the time. But I also, this is like a severe hobby for me. This is something that I've really like done for a very long time. Like, I loved fragrance back when I was young. I used to collect fragrance. And so for me, I've always been into makeup and beauty. I started, you know, buying makeup, like especially NARS and things like that when I was really young. We'd go to New York, and for me, it was like this whole thing. It's like buying a perfume in New York, or buying a Lush was like my big thing. So I used to love going to Lush in New York. We did not have one in Minnesota, land of 10,000 lakes. Anyways, I would go to New York, and it was kind of like my bringing back a little piece of New York. I loved New York. New York always will have a very special place in my heart. I haven't been back for many years, but New York was really a very special place for me. And so every time I would go, I just wanted that memory. And so fragrance and scent quickly became something that was very close to my heart. I blind buy things. I know that eventually they'll have their time and place. There's nothing that I have in my collection currently that's a total fail, because truthfully, there's some emotion tied to that perfume, and I'll want to smell it again. So when I have like these ultra niche scents that I do not wear, such as like Amouage, I do have one, Overture for women. Do not wear it. I was talking about it the other day, and Joey actually like got on me about it. He's like, you need to wear it maybe in cooler season, maybe try wearing it at night. But it's just not one that I reach for. It's not one I grab for, but it's okay. I still like it. I still like it on men. I still like it to smell in the air. It's not a thing where, like, if I don't wear it, it's the end of the world. Like, there's always gonna be something, like, to me, it's kind of like wine tasting. There's always gonna be something about the perfume that I want to revisit. So just a random little fun fact to open this video. Now for the actual video, what you guys came here for. We're gonna be reviewing these three bad boys. So I did get in Tresor, which is a Lancome scent, which I was not quite sure about, since you guys know my thoughts on La Vie est Belle, which I like it on other people, but on me, it's just a total no-go. There's like such a weird note in there that can't quite get past. But I did get in Calvin Klein Euphoria. This is such a throwback. This came out in 2005, and we'll talk more about that, because Calvin Klein Euphoria looks so like UFO spacey, but this is a major nostalgia for so many people, and we'll talk about that in just a moment. And then we also did get in the new Prada. This one is the Paradox, I believe it's called. This one is really interesting. I read the notes online and just had to, had to try it out. So let's start the review off. I'm gonna start by talking about Euphoria, because this one, we go way back. So Euphoria came out in 2005. I was in high school. It was I want to say it was my sophomore year of high school. And all my friends were wearing this. This was like the #1 fragrance of that time. Has like a very long cap. Everything's very like silver, spacey. This is such a woody, sensual, just incredible scent. Like honestly, I think that Calvin Klein freaking killed it with Euphoria. And I'm gonna raise the camera up, you guys. I feel like it's kind of a weird angle. One second. So anyways, much better. Sorry about that, you guys. Normally you're up a little bit, but it is what it is. Anyways, so the Calvin Klein Euphoria, everyone was wearing this. It was so popular, and it came out, I believe it was like fall time that this came out. I remember in fall going to football games, and this was like, you could smell this in the air. Like when I'm smelling this, I'm literally remembering hoodie season. All the girls would wear their softy shorts, their roll down softy shorts with an oversized sweater. And this was the scent that was so popular back then. And even today, I was at Orange Theory with a girlfriend of mine. We work in the same industry. And I was like, what are you wearing? Like your perfume smells so good. And on her, Calvin Klein Euphoria smells kind of similar to Cavort. I actually was almost expecting her to say Cavort by Fragrance Du Bois, even though I will say this. Fragrance Du Bois is the notes are extremely expensive. Like I could tell it wasn't Cavort, but it had a similar, like when you smell Fragrance Du Bois, you know it's Fragrance Du Bois. Like you just know. Like if I smelled someone wearing Cannabis Blue, or if I smelled someone wearing Minuit et Demi out and about, I would be able to tell, like it smells so distinct and so rich that you can't help but think like, wow, this is such a freaking high quality fragrance. It's unlike anything else. It's unreal. I don't wear Fragrance Du Bois as much as I probably should. Honestly, I should just run the bottles completely out, because it's such an incredible, intoxicating scent. I have like, let's see, I have 5 Fragrance Du Bois right now as I'm filming this video. I have Minuit et Demi, Cavort, Santal Complete, which is so beautiful. I was wearing that the other day, and it just like, my God, you guys, Santal Complete is like the most beautiful, like sandalwoody, warm, oh my God, it's like so gorgeous. And then I have Oud Orange Intense, which is another really good one. I feel it's a little more masculine leaning, but I really like it mixed with Santal Complete or with Eau Jaune. So Eau Jaune Intense mixed with either of those is fantastic. But anyways, I thought she was wearing something similar to Cavort. And so if you're a fan of that kind of, oh my God, this smells so good. It brings back so many memories for me. I'm like literally melting right now just smelling this. It smells so incredible. For a designer scent, this is just, I don't know why this isn't more popular. Truthfully, I really don't know why this isn't more popular. I don't know why I don't smell this more. I know it's an older perfume. I know it's kind of associated with like the early 2000s, but those were some good years. Can I like get an amen down in the comments below? Those were great years, and I think that a lot of fantastic scents came out between 2000, the 90s too, but like 2000 to 2015 was really where like some of the most masterful, amazing, incredible scents came out, and this was one of them. So if you're looking for something that's like kind of woodsy, fall, but warm, it has this like warm, sexy, like, oh my God, you guys, it's like a warm, ambery, rich, like sexy note in here. And then it has like a little bit of like a, maybe like some sort of like berry note in here. I'd have to look up the notes. I don't really care to like do that because you guys could look that up on Fragrantica. Like that's not the point of this video. We're talking about how good this freaking perfume is. It's just, I want to wear this for my husband tonight and see what he has to say. It is a fantastic fragrance. When I smell this, this is like such a carefree but sexy fragrance. It's just like it's beautiful. It's just, I don't know how to put this into words. Like, if we're trying to think of a person, I don't even know who would wear this, truthfully. Like, no one's like coming to mind. Like a woman isn't coming to mind. How, you know, a lot of the other fragrances, like I can kind of put together like who this is, but for some reason I'm thinking really dark brown hair, lots of like eyeliner, like really smoldering eyeliner, like smoky eye, but not done in like the 1990s way, not done in the early 2000s way, like not trashy, but like very well done. Like maybe like a makeup artist, someone who works in like an actress, or someone who works in like theater or something like that. I just see someone who's like kind of creative and seductive, and she's just beautiful. Like, I don't know why I'm kind of just picturing like long, super silky, like straight, like pin straight hair with like lots of eyeliner and just really, really hot. Like, this is almost kind of like a Halle Berry type fragrance. This is kind of like a, I'm trying to think of like who else would wear this, like a celebrity, like Megan Fox would wear this. Like, it's kind of that vibe, kind of that like a little bit like bad girl vibe is kind of like Calvin Klein Euphoria. You just have to smell it. Like, seriously, it's like fantastic. If you can find it, you can probably get it at a discount outlet. I bought it on Sephora because I'm probably stupid. I probably could have gotten it for like $30 on some discount store, but I bought it full price because I'm dumb. Anyways, buy this. You will love it. I'm sure you will thank me. If that sounds like right up your alley, like that kind of description, kind of like that sweet, sassy, sexy bad girl scent, that's your scent right here. Like, this is gonna be your favorite fall designer scent. I promise. It's so good. So the next one is this Lancome Tresor. Let's talk about the bottle. It's cute. It's adorable. Actually, I saw the bottle and I figured, you know, Tresor is good. Like, I never wear it, but it's good. To me, it smells unique. I like the uniqueness. Kind of a fan of that. The bottle's cute. It has little rose on it. I like the idea of midnight rose. Midnight rose to me sounded hot. It sounded sexy. I was in the mood for a sexy fragrance. I was kind of also in this like purple genre mood when I was shopping, and this just kind of stood out, and I was like, you know what? Why not? Let's try it out. So I ended up buying it, and I'm a little disappointed. It smells cheap and synthetic to me just straight off the bat. Like, I'm gonna keep it. I'll probably mix it with something, but the raspberry note, that's like what I smell upon first spray. It's kind of like a medium projection. It's actually a pretty decent projection for what it is, but it smells cheap. It smells Bath and Body Works meets Victoria's Secret. If you love Victoria's Secret body sprays, but you're looking for something slightly more adult, this may be your go-to. Like, literally smells like a raspberry. It smells Victoria's Secret to me. It does. Like, if you like Victoria's Secret body sprays, try this out. I think you'll love it. So it's kind of rosy. There's really not a distinct rose note in here at all by any means. It just smells kind of like generic floral with some raspberry in there. I don't know. It smells like a body spray. I'll keep it. I'll use it. I'm sure I'll probably do something with it. It's not horrible, but it's like one that I don't think I'd reach for because it's just... You know what though? Actually, I kind of want to grab Delina and mix Delina with it. One sec. Okay guys, so I did grab Miss Delina. This is our beautiful bottled friend Delina, who I tried wearing a lot of, and I wish I could see better through the bottle. I think we're about right here in the bottle, so there's not like too much of a dent, but Delina is, if you've watched fragrance videos, if you're in the fragrance community, Delina is the princess of fragrance. Delina is everywhere. Everyone loves Delina, but me, myself, and I, not the biggest fan. I like the exclusive better than the original. This one has a rhubarb note in there. There's some incense in here, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna mix it with this one because something in me tells me that the sweetness of Tresor Midnight Rose is going to play really well actually with the tartness of Delina. So just sprayed it on. We'll give it a second to kind of do its thing. I was so right. Let's give it another second before I give you some bad information, because I never want to do that on this channel ever. But this one, okay, you guys, actually, I think I figured it out. Okay, so Delina on me is extremely tart, like that rhubarb note. There's something in there that's like very, very, very tart and kind of sour. And then the incense is a little too, it's like, on me, it smells like a sour bar. Like it smells so weird on me. I do not know how to describe it. I just don't find it to be as pretty as most other people, you know, when they wear it. So anyways, finding something kind of like that brings it down a notch, that's not so like high pitched, is exactly what I needed. And I think that this is that. This makes it more of kind of like that caramelized rose. Like it smells really good. It kind of plays out like it mixes with the incense, like the raspberry mixes with the incense or something, where it's just like, it totally cuts it and it makes it a little bit more sexy, because this is a little bit deeper, a little bit more sexy, a little more floral, like that floral sexy, and it just kind of balances it out. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna wear those two together for a couple days straight. I'm gonna mix them together every day for a couple days straight, and I will give you guys the honest, raw feedback on those two together, because this may be a really good combo, like actually. So the last one we're gonna talk about is the Prada Paradox. This one is interesting. Reading the notes on Sephora, I figured I would either love or hate Prada Paradox. And actually I was trying to buy Prada Amber, and I don't know how I ended up with this in my cart, but this was new and noteworthy. So this is a new fragrance that has just launched. So of course, with it being new, I wanted to review it. I wanted to talk about it because new things are always exciting. And so Prada Paradox, let's spray it up. Let's do it. I already have it dried on this side, but let's give it a fresh go. So this one's for my girls who like Love Don't Be Shy, the girls who like Sintra by Memo, like girls who like kind of that crisp, kind of like a little bit more tart note to a sweet fragrance. This one has orange blossom in there and some other stuff that I don't remember looking at, but it's pretty. It is really pretty. It's just really, really pretty. It's sweet. It has like almost kind of like a peachy top note, some sort of like warm, almost like fuzzy top note, if that makes sense. Like I know like fragrance doesn't have feeling, but if there was a feeling, it's kind of like cashmere, a little bit fuzzy, a little warm, kind of like sunshine hitting cashmere would be how I would explain this. It is really gorgeous. This one is like, I would reach for this on any summer day. It is really, really pretty. Do I think it's like super noteworthy? I actually do. I watched 2 reviews on this and both reviews said it's a meh, but I think that it's unique enough to the designer world. There's nothing like this in the designer world that I've smelled. It's kind of that bridge for people who maybe want Love Don't Be Shy, but they don't want to spend that much money. I could see them really enjoying this. It's kind of similar. I'm not gonna say they're alike, they're twinsies, anything like that, because that's not true. It's very different than Love Don't Be Shy. Okay, so we were talking about Prada Paradox before my camera died. So hi, we're back again. So this has had some chance to settle down, to dry down a little bit, you know. And honestly, this has a slight, and I mean a very, very slight reminiscence of La Vie Est Belle. I could see this becoming the new popular go-to it designer fragrance for those who like either La Vie Est Belle and want something slightly different, or people who love Kilian's Love Don't Be Shy but don't want to pay that price point. This would be a great alternative. I like it. I honestly like it better than by Kilian's Love Don't Be Shy, and I love it a lot better because you guys know I don't really like La Vie Est Belle. I like it way better than that. So all in all, I probably won't rebuy this one. I don't think this is one that like I would go out of my way to rebuy. Once this is done, you know, it's done. It will be one that maybe, who knows? You never know in the future. I may rebuy this one, but like this probably won't be one that I grab for a ton, but we'll see. That could change. So it'll be fun to play with this and kind of experience it. So I'm curious, have you smelled Paradox yet? What is your thoughts on it? Tell me, I wanna know all your thoughts on Paradox. I think it's a really interesting one. I think it's a little disruptive to the designer scent market full of florals and all of that. It's definitely not your average. It's hard to put your finger on. So yeah, that is the review. So we're gonna revisit Delina mixed with Tresor Midnight. And I'm still just not feeling it. I don't know what it is about Delina. We'll see though. I'll try and wear it a couple days and see if it kind of grows on me or what my thoughts are on it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was so much fun hanging out with you. And if you have fragrance lovers who, you know, are looking for a more affordable fragrance for the fall, this would be a great video to share with them. So while you're here, don't forget to hit subscribe and thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next video.